studied about displacement of the particle, and with related to displacement we have studied the terms average velocity and instantaneous velocity of the particle. Now if the velocity of particle goes on changing, we say that the particle is in the accelerated motion. When the acceleration we have to consider, it is defined as rate of change of velocity or change in velocity with respect to time, that is known as acceleration. So acceleration is change in velocity upon time. So SI unit for acceleration, that will be unit for velocity meter per second and unit for time is second. So the unit for acceleration will be meter per second square. Dimensions for acceleration are the dimensions for velocity, and you know the dimensions of velocity are L1, M0, t raised to minus 1, but here it is also t, so we have to consider here t raised to minus 2. Acceleration is a vector quantity. Since to represent acceleration we need magnitude as well as direction. Now if the velocity of particle changes continuously with respect to time, we have to define the term what is meant by average acceleration. So to define average acceleration, we can consider the particle is moving and its velocity changes. So suppose at time t1 the velocity of particle is v1, at time t2 the velocity of particle is v2, then average acceleration of the particle is equal to change in velocity, and this change occurs during the time interval, that is delta t. Change in velocity, that we can have the final velocity minus initial velocity v2 minus v1, and change in time, that means the time interval, is t2 minus t1. So this you can have, that is the acceleration, average acceleration, it is equal to v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. Now with this average acceleration we can define the term, that is instantaneous acceleration. And instantaneous acceleration, the name itself indicates that the acceleration of a particle at the instant of time. At instant of time means time is very small. Time interval delta t tends to 0. It is extremely small. It is infinitesimally small. And to find such acceleration, we have to consider the limiting value of average acceleration. So instantaneous acceleration, it is denoted by A, and instantaneous acceleration A is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 of average acceleration, that is delta v upon delta t. So average instantaneous acceleration A is equal to limit delta v to delta t. This we can write as dv bar by dt, d dt of v, that is rate of change of velocity, that is known as instantaneous acceleration. Acceleration is a vector, so we have to put here arrow above the symbol. Average acceleration or instantaneous acceleration are having same SI unit and dimensions as that of the acceleration. Now whenever we have to study acceleration, we have to represent it by considering the velocity time graph. That means graphical study of motion when the particle is in the accelerated motion. So we have plotted here 3 graphs. We can explain one by one. First graph is velocity time graph when the particle is moving with constant velocity. That means throughout its motion the velocity of the particle does not change. It remains constant. We have plotted here velocity time graph. As we know, time is independent variable. It is taken along x-axis. Velocity is dependent variable. It is taken along y-axis. particle is moving, it moves with constant velocity. So from origin O, we can consider V0 is the velocity with which the particle is moving along positive direction of x-axis. So at time t1, the particle is having same velocity v1. Time goes on changing when particle reaches to the point t2, reaches at this point. Then again for that the time t2 it changes, but the position velocity of that particle does not change. Velocity remains constant throughout the motion. So we say the particle is moving with constant velocity. For that, if the graph is plotted, the graph is like this. That means this graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. This graph indicates that the particle moves with constant velocity. The area under this curve, or this area under this curve, gives us the displacement of the particle during that time interval when it goes from t1 to t2. On this graph, you can ask the question to find area under the curve, that is the displacement of the particle when it is moving with constant velocity. Also the graph is given and you can ask what is the nature of graph and what it indicates. Such type of questions you have to attempt for the exam. Second graph is velocity time graph when particle is moving with constant positive acceleration. Constant positive acceleration means what it indicates? The particle velocity uniformly changes both in magnitude and direction. The velocity of particle goes on increasing, but the motion is uniform. So the acceleration, that means the slope of the graph if we plot, that is if we calculate, then it is the acceleration, and that acceleration will be uniform, that will be positive, since the graph particle is moving continuously with increasing velocity. We have considered, suppose at the time particle is at this point and it will start moving with certain velocity. During its motion, when the time instant is t1, the velocity of particle is v1. As the time goes on changing, when the time is t2, at this time instant the velocity of particle is v2. V2 is greater than v1. So when the slope of the graph is calculated, we find that slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here it is the slope of the graph, that is the acceleration of the particle, that will be positive. So this nature of graph indicates that the particle or object is moving with constant positive acceleration. This area under this curve gives us the displacement of the particle during the time interval t1 to t2. Now third graph, that is the particle when it is moving with constant negative acceleration. Negative acceleration, what it indicates? The velocity of the particle goes on decreasing as time goes on increasing. So from this graph what we say, the initial velocity when the particle is at origin, it is maximum. As the time passes, the velocity of particle goes on decreasing. Suppose at time t1, the velocity of particle is v1. When the time t2 comes, the velocity of particle becomes v2. If the slope of the graph is calculated, that slope will be again y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here the slope of the graph is negative and slope of graph is the acceleration. So this acceleration will be negative in this case. It indicates that the velocity of particle goes on decreasing as the time goes on increasing. So these are the three graphs with which the graphical study of motion we have completed by considering this displacement position time graph as well as this velocity time graph.